Okay, I'm kind of combining this, and I'll put the description in the link below. But this is the geek protagonist, and I'm gonna kind of hit a roundup on a few things that I did like. I saw some of the Aquaman, but I came in on it, so I probably finish another video because I'm gonna rewatch the rotation. I like the Jim Lee artist thing. That was crazy. Look, I saw the art, especially the one dude that had the DC deceased thing, and I was like, I'd buy that. That looks great to me. This the Mr. Freeze, all that art. I wish I was half as good as that guy, right? And Jim Lee was like, "Do you do this? Do you do that?" Like to see the genius at work, and he did it to a few. Like, "Yo, do you see this? Hey, how about this?" But my favorite guy was the one that had like the DC deceased and Catwoman, and he gave him props. Like, "Look, your submissions, you got potential." And here's the funny thing: that guy does it in his free time. Can you imagine? And I know what Jim Lee was trying to say. Like, yo, if you do this full time, I think you'll be a beast in the art. The dude's art was great. And Jim was like, look at the color. Boom. How about this? How about that? And that's how an editor does it. And I was like, yo, that guy's art, I'd buy it. I would love to get his Batman deceased. And I loved how he said, look, as soon as you color it and shade it, it stays the same. I wouldn't even thought or saw it. That's how crazy that was. But I really enjoyed seeing the master at work. Jim Lee is my favorite artist. So watching him do that and critique a lot of artists, give them pro tips, and really like give them something to chew on, and to see them improve and people like getting a lesson from him, it's great. Just like Snyder's, I'm talking about Scott Snyder, doing classes and stuff. That guy's writing is freaking amazing. So yeah, that was awesome. I really enjoyed watching that. I hope they post that stuff on YouTube, like just him talking and stuff. Like, really, honestly, DC, you should do that. Like, have Jim Lee like sometimes look at people's art from time to time, not all the time. I know he's busy, but from like time to time, look at like people's artwork, and then from there, kind of like give them tips and pro tips and stuff. Like, or Jim Lee, I think that'd be a great idea. Uh, I saw the thing with Stargirl. A few of the people, they were like talking to some of the fans and some of the things and her costume. Funny enough, I've actually seen her talk about that stuff before, so it felt very deja vu to me. Nothing in the sense. I think she's amazing. Like, I loved Stargirl. Y'all seen my previous video. Um, I think she was awesome, and I like the fan interaction. I like this stuff, and she just has a great smile. It just lights up everything, and you really feel like her emotion. So, yeah, we're Breck and a few of the others. Um, and like I said, I'm doing this more as a roundup because it wasn't a lot, but it was cool. I actually thought the Black Adam thing looked really awesome. It kind of reminded me of Mortal Kombat. And I know The Rock was very busy. I mean, he is busy now. He has a $7 production. I know he was working on something recently. Like, he's a busy dude. And I thought that was a great way to do it, because then when he gets his chance to shoot it after they've had him for like pretty much a decade signed on, which they probably had to pay him for this, when he turned around and they did the thing, so you got to see the look. And I kind of hope they keep that animated thing. I hope that's like the opener where he was like, "You'll never stop me again." And I was like, yeah, that's Black Adam. And when he said they needed a hero, but instead they got me, like, yeah, I was feeling that. I like that. I liked how they did it. It was different from everything else. When they dropped it immediately with the lightning and stuff, it stood out, and he was like, the hierarchy's going to change, and this is going to be a very changing character, and I'm excited. I thought it was cool. I thought that they did the animation. Like I said, it reminded me of Mortal Kombat, or DC, Mortal Kombat DC, John. So, with Injustice and everything. Yeah, that was awesome. It was really cool. You got this, like I said, you got to see him. It's also funny because he's definitely bigger than Shazam physically. So it'll be cool to see and see how dangerous he really is, and see what challenges may. And I know the Justice Society of America is going to be involved, so they're kind of going back to the Justice Society is from back in the back in the day. I don't know if this is like the 40s or early 1900s or whatever, but I think that's a great idea, because now you just introduce the Justice Society, give them something to fight, and maybe they can bring him through time, kind of like Wonder Woman, and kind of go through time up to date where he fights Shazam and be established. And I like that they're going with the Jeff Johns version of him, where he's kind of an anti-hero. He's not a bad guy, but he's very stern, kind of similar to Namor. Now I know Namor recently they've been like switching back and forth, and I think he's more of a villain again. I can't remember. He might be more of a hero again. But I've always loved Namor too. I had this book. I really loved the run where he didn't have his memory and had the beard and everything. Like characters that kind of toe that line where they're about their kingdom, but they're not bad, but they are willing to do stuff. They're very interesting characters because they're a little bit more of a fleshed out anti-hero. Where a normal anti-hero is like, I'll just take on everyone like a Punisher. This one's more like, yeah, but I'm about my people. Both of them happen to be kings. But I like that. Like, Aquaman isn't like that. Aquaman is very heroic, but he defends his people more than anyone else. But Aquaman is all about, like, he's a hero. He's part of Justice League. He'll do stuff. But Namor, not so much. He'll do what he does when he needs to stop what he has to. Like when he was a part of World War II with the invaders. But Namor is more about like, I'll take down this whole thing if I got to protect Atlantis. So really, really cool. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description for the Black Adam trailer. This is the Geek Protagonist. You stay safe, you stay healthy, you stay real. DcFandome is now at an end. Until the multiverse one, which I will watch and I will try to do another report session on. Whew, this is a lot. Just to let you know too, like I said before, and I think in a previous video, I'm going to record some things, but I'm going to chill with a little posting. I got to play catch up and I got to get this room and I got to play Avengers. So you might be having a very light week coming up because I kind of need to catch up with that. I'll probably post a couple unlockings and maybe a few things, and I do need to record some stuff. So I got to take a time out. Nothing about burnout or nothing. It's just I gotta get like this room. There's just stuff I gotta do, and contrary to people's possible belief, it does take time to edit even my simplistic videos and put them together. So DcFandome comes to a close, but to be continued. See ya. Hey, thank you for visiting my channel. This is the Geek Protagonist. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please, it'll really help me out in the channel if you actually share these videos. If you like what I'm doing, please hit that bell notification. Hit it, click. This way you won't miss any of my videos. Also, there's a thing on there that says personal and all. Hit the all. This way you'll get them every time for the notifications. I'm trying to, grow, trying to do commentary about what's going on. And I want to thank you again. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay real. This is the Geek Protagonist. I'm out, and I'll see ya.